Pharmacy. It's my great pleasure to welcome you to the white coat ceremony. I wanted to, just before we get started, this is a very complicated setup that we have with our IT staff. We're live streaming on YouTube. We have folks in Rockford and, of course, here. Today you're going to see students being coded in Rockford, and they're going to see our students from Chicago there as well. So I just want to thank the IT staff. In Rockford we have Josh and Michael, and then here in Chicago, Marcin, Destin, and Kenny. Kenny has actually got the most difficult job that he's already screwed up in the very short time that we started. Kenny is running the teleprompter, and I'm already way off script, and I probably will be the entire time, so he's going to try to keep up with me. So first of all, I just want to give a really special welcome to the parents, family, friends, and all the significant others that are joining us. I had the pleasure to meet some of you out in the lobby. This is a really special day. We really appreciate you being here, and for all the support that you've given to your student to get them to this point. This is an important milestone. Today we recognize these students right here, the class of 2027. Maybe we should give them a round of applause. Would you all mind standing up if you're able and turn around and thank the folks behind you that are here to help you celebrate today? Thank you, everybody. All right. This is going to be a fun evening. This is a very professional event, but we also need to have fun. So I'll probably have some antics when I'm up taking pictures and stuff. Please don't think poorly of me. I just like to have fun with the students. But I want to tell you a little bit about this class. Like those that came before them, the class of 2027 is a very impressive group. They come to us from across the United States and around the world. We have students in this class from 15 different U.S. states and the Commonwealth of Puerto Rico. They speak 19 native languages and are born in 17 different countries. And I probably don't need to tell you what it means to have been admitted to the school, at least I hope I don't. This school has a really proud history and reputation. I personally am very proud to be part of this school, to work with your students and our faculty. And I think that all of the students that are admitted here and the ones that are helping out today are also very proud to be here. This college was founded in 1859, 164 years ago. This college was founded as the Chicago College of Pharmacy. It was a private school and only the 5th school of pharmacy in the nation. We had a little bit of a rough start. We had to close temporarily during the Civil War, and then our building burnt down in the Chicago fire. But like Chicago itself, this college survived through grit and determination. And in 1896, the school was purchased by the University of Illinois. And then in 1915, it moved from downtown, where it had been located and was in several different buildings, to this medical campus here, not this exact building, although you might think so sometimes because it's so old, to join the colleges of medicine and dentistry in what was called at the time the University of Illinois at the Medical Center. And then in 1982, we merged with UIC, the Circle campus, to become one campus, UIC. So we're now the UIC College of Pharmacy. And then in 2010, we opened our campus in Rockford. And then throughout that long history, this college has been a leader in pharmaceutical education, research, and practice. And as some of the parents noted when I was in the lobby, this college is ranked number 7 in the country by U.S. News and World Report, number 1 in the state of Illinois. We're also a very powerful research institution, also ranked number 7 in the country just for research. There's several drugs that are on the market right now. The leading treatment for bladder cancer, a sexually transmitted disease, preventative drug, some breast cancer drugs that were discovered here and are really important in therapy. And we're one of the only schools of pharmacy that has that many drugs that are on the market. We also have one of the largest clinical pharmacy programs in the country. This college, unlike any other in the country, actually owns and operates 7 pharmacies, and we manage a hospital pharmacy. And because of that, we have faculty that work in pharmacies, teach in our classes, work in their labs, and are the experts in those areas. And your students here today are going to get the very best education because we have the ultimate experts in the field here. We have a lot of faculty here. In fact, we have one of the lowest student to pharmacy ratios of any top school of pharmacy in the country. And another thing that we're very proud of is the diversity of our student body. And you'll just look at our students and see how diverse our student body is. We're very proud of the fact that we are a diverse college of pharmacy. We have one of the highest percentages of underrepresented minorities in our program, especially of top-ranked programs, and it's something that we really hold dear and try to promote. So I just want to speak a little bit to the students who are in the class of 2027. You join over 15,000 previous students that entered, not through these exact doors, but the different buildings that we've been in over time, over the last 164 years. And eventually, you'll graduate and become one of our alumni. Our alumni are leaders in major pharmacy organizations. They run drug companies, run professional associations. They're located across the country and around the world. And they are ready and willing to help you in your journey to become a pharmacist. In fact, we have some of them right here in the front today who are going to put the white coats on you. They're just an example of the many very dedicated alumni around Illinois, United States, and around the world that come back here to teach in the classes and to help make sure that you succeed. So students, this ceremony marks your matriculation into one of the best pharmacy programs in the country. But more importantly, it's your introduction to the profession. Your journey over the next 4 years is not just to receive the degree, but rather to become a professional, a pharmacist. And the white coat that you'll be asked to wear is meant to symbolize the profession, and also to remind you that you're part of something larger than yourself, that the actions that you take reflect not just on you, but all of us who share the honor of being pharmacists. The code also reminds you that it's your duty to serve patients competently, ethically, and always put their best interests first. And I know that you'll do that and do that well. The white coats that you receive that start you on this path to being a pharmacist were provided by a generous donation from the Jewel Osco company, part of the Albertsons Corporation. We're very grateful to Jewel Osco and Albertsons for their longstanding support of our students and of this white coat ceremony. And Dr. Tenhove is going to say a little bit more in thanking Jewel Osco later. Before I finish, I just want to say one more thing to the students, something that I mentioned yesterday during their orientation, but I just want to repeat that the doors of this College of Pharmacy have been open to you, and as you heard, this college offers you endless opportunities, and opportunities that are not available at any other school of pharmacy. Opportunities to work on projects with world-class researchers in their labs where they're discovering some of the drugs I talked about earlier, or discovering new uses or outcomes for those drugs. Opportunities to learn from the largest group of clinical pharmacy faculty in the world. These are clinicians who are inventing new ways to provide pharmaceutical care, new ways to care for patients that will become the standard of pharmacy practice across the country in time, and you'll be able to see that first. Opportunities to participate and lead in over 30 student organizations that we have here, where you're developing yourself as a professional, providing excellent community services, and really getting leadership opportunities, and opportunities to be mentored by a network of thousands of alumni that are partners and friends of this college. And those are alumni, as I mentioned earlier, who will not only mentor you and advise you while you're here, but also provide you opportunities for internships and employment, and follow you throughout your career. So to get the most of the time that you have here, I know 4 years seems like a long time, it'll go by fast. take advantage of those opportunities as soon as possible. Opportunities to develop and learn and to become a pharmacist. You're here because we believe in you. You are among the best applicants to any school of pharmacy in the country. You have higher GPAs and entrance criteria than most schools of pharmacy. We're ranked number 7 and we attract the best, and you are the best, and that's why we picked you. We want you to be the future leaders of this profession and really to make us proud and to make UIC proud. So congratulations on being admitted to this class. So we have one more speaker before we get started with the actual coding part of the ceremony. I'd like to introduce to you Kevin Rinn to say a few words. Dr. Rinn is a clinical professor and the vice dean of our Rockford campus. So we should see Kevin on the screen here shortly.
Well, welcome everybody. I would like to really certainly welcome the folks here in person in Rockford, and then welcome to you all in Chicago. Hopefully we will meet each other in the near future. Today, students, I'm here really to honor you. So you're joining an honorable and highly trusted profession, so you should feel very proud. We welcome you, your family, your friends, and everybody else that's here. We have faculty and staff here as well that you'll get to meet at the reception a little bit right after the events. In my short speech today, I'd like to focus on 3 main concepts: cherishing momentous occasions like this one, networking, and then finally, what it really means to be a student pharmacist in your new white coats. Today is a proud moment, so please do cherish it. Be in the moment today. It'll help solidify the memory in your brains, maybe put your cell phones down, things like that. The white coat ceremony for pharmacists and pharmacy, it's relatively new. One of our coders today, Emery, she and I were together many years ago. We're talking when we were in school. They didn't exist at the time. Back in 1987, for example, when I sat where you guys are sitting. But I truthfully do remember one momentous occasion for me. That was the day I interviewed for pharmacy school, down to what I wore that day. I don't remember much from the 1980s, but I do remember that. And I really did cherish that time. So I encourage you guys to do the same. Again, be present. Look around, soak it all in with your family and your friends, and I do promise that you'll remember it even 36 years later. As I said, I know I do. After the interview, I did get into pharmacy school. Yay, woo. I called my sister, she's a nurse, and she said to me, "Oh, I'm going to talk to my friends in the pharmacy and see if I can't find you a technician job at the hospital." And I remember thinking, there's pharmacists in hospitals? Like, I was so naive to the profession. I knew community pharmacy, but little did I know many years later I would end up practicing in hospital emergency pharmacy for the bulk of my clinical career before becoming more of down an administrative track. But I am, really happy to know that I had that path, which kind of leads me to my next thoughts related to networking. Networking is really important in the career. I got my first job through networking with my sister and her friends in the pharmacy department, and you'll hear it time and time again. Pharmacy is a really small world. It really is. Through networking, you'll find many professional opportunities. So take advantage of them, as Dean Schumacher mentioned, and join clubs and organizations. We have a huge alumni base and preceptors and faculty and staff that are here to help you and get through the process and learn along the way. I did have a recent conversation with a P4 student at an event that we were at together. We were talking about networking and what it meant to him. It's not just networking up to your faculty or pharmacists that you may perceive above you in the profession, but networking amongst yourselves, amongst your classmates. These are folks that you're going to be in school with. Also networking with classes above and below you. As you do that, get involved in school, join organizations, do things. You're going to learn clinically about things, but also that opportunity to network and get to know each other. These are folks that you're going to spend a lot of time with. And I remember back to my school, some of my closest friends are folks that I sat with where you are. You do so much together and have so much in common. So, definitely be out there and willing to do that. And folks, you'll help each other as you go along. From this moment forward, you'll be known as student pharmacists. There is true meaning in that term, and it's a shift a little bit away in our profession from calling you guys pharmacy students versus a student pharmacist. And you might think it's a subtle thing to say, I'm a pharmacy student versus I'm a student pharmacist, but there really is true meaning in that phrase. You will be performing the duties of a pharmacist as a student, certainly under the direct supervision of your pharmacist faculty and preceptors, but you will be immunizing folks. You will be counseling people. You will be monitoring and adjusting doses. So really think about all that and how important it is, and embrace that term student pharmacist, because it really does mean a lot. Receiving your white coat today places you on a path towards your ultimate goal of becoming a pharmacist, who will lead a life of discovery, and you'll hear us talk about it a lot, lifelong learning and continuing to learn. So the coat is that pledge to your patients to always act professionally, with their best interest in mind. I'm looking forward to going through the experience with y'all together over the next 4 years. So again, congratulations to y'all. I too would like to thank Jewel Osco and Albertsons for their generous support, and our IT group and our Office of Student Affairs for putting on a great event today. So thank you to them. And at this time, I would like to turn it over to our Directors of Student Affairs on each campus, Josie Clark and Dan DeCesar in Chicago, to move forward with the ceremony, which you're all waiting for. So, Josie.
All right, well, thank you, Dean Wren. So welcome everyone to UIC College of Pharmacy and to the White Coat Ceremony for the class of 2027. So as Dean Wren mentioned, my name is Josie Clark, and I am the Director of Student Affairs for the Rockford campus. So it's my pleasure today to introduce to you all the alumni guest coders who will be assisting us throughout today's ceremony. So here in Rockford, we have 2 alumni coders joining us today. So when I call your name, please stand to be recognized. So first we have Anne-Marie Coppola-Hawking, PharmD class of 1994. And we also have joining us Jamie Hurd, PharmD class of 2021. So thank you both so much again for being here today. So I would now like to pass it on to my colleague in Chicago, Dan DeCesar.
Good afternoon. Welcome again to UIC College of Pharmacy Class of 2027 White Coat Ceremony. I am Dan DeCesar. I'm Director of Student Affairs for the Chicago campus. This event is special not only because it marks your formal introduction as a student pharmacist, but it really does bring together all the people that are here to support you to be successful as you complete your pharmacy education and training. So yes, the deans, faculty, and staff, and of course your family and loved ones are here to support you, but also student leaders, upper division students who will serve as your role models for you. There's also the UIC Pharmacy alumni and preceptors who will serve as your professional mentors. And finally, your fellow new students. We know that you're going to rely on each other in the next 4 years, and we know that you are going to support each other as you go through the program. So please know that we are all here to support you as you begin your pharmacy journey. So it is now my pleasure to introduce the alumni guest coders who will be assisting us with the white coat ceremony here on the Chicago campus. So as I call your name, please stand to be recognized. So Min Bellario, PharmD, 1991. Tammy Morrow, PharmD, 1999. Danetta Brown, PharmD, 1998. Jihan Salama, PharmD 2023, recent graduate. Thank you all for your support. And then next we will begin the student coding. Actually, Phyllis Lynn, I'm sorry, I missed Phyllis Lynn. So Phyllis Lynn, PharmD 2008. Thank you so much. I knew I missed somebody. Now we will introduce the class of 2027. So introducing the names is Dr. Brad Bartles, recipient of the 2023 Golden Apple or our Teacher of the Year Award. And then also Dr. Haley Soni, recipient of our Preceptor or our Professional Mentor of the Year Award. So students, please come forward as your name is called. Some students will be coded by a special guest alumni coder, and they will be announced as their names are called. And so now here is the class of 2027.
Kofi Ade-Rekon. James Daniel Akers. Yazid Alian. Amal Albayati. Abdullah Ali. Daniel Sunil Amin. Kausar Amin. Junho An. Eleanor Anderson. Tyler Brian Anderson. Layla Atia, coded by her cousin Jihan Salama, Farm D, class of 2023. Grayson Thomas Athen Dornbus. Adam Awadala. Celestina Awopaleda. Daphne Balisalisa. Ashley Valerio, coded by her mother, Min Valerio, Farm D, class of 1991. Hannah Elise Claire Bielek. Evan Michael Brownsberger. Jimmy Bowie. Hiba Shamut. Natikshi Lanti Chandrasekhar. Jack Chen. Chandak Aduti Kudju Aluti. Paola Cruz. Nada Dakak. Andres De Freitas. Alexis Deffenbacher. Krisha Dal. Lisa Doan. Rejoana Dua. Ana Elizalde. Ode Jordan Fekuri. Michael Farber Kennedy. Carlotta Francesca Ferry. Victoria Galustian. Jaden Gardner. Marina Gianos. Jamie Gibson. Sean Gilliot. Khaled Hamad. Delaney Hamlin. Sarah Hassan. Rosangel Hernandez. Iona Huang. Suhaib Jabra. Juno Zhang. Kristen Jogan. Nicholas Johnson. Ryan Taylor Johnson. Leah Joseph. Gabriella Kalita. Sondos Khalifa. Naba Khan. Nahel Khan. Dahyun Kim. Gerard Knittel. Abigail Kupka. Cade Lee. Taejun Lee. Sarina Liu. Sydney Locke. Thomas Lachlan. Jessica Luck. Ayasoto Muhammad. Nina Mai. Maureen McCoy. Estefany Medina Hernandez. Kami Mladenova.
Tulsi Moody. Laura Elise Jolicoeur Molesworth. Brittany Morales Garduno. Daniel Mota. Paulina Matoshko. Carissa Moulton. Daniel Kai Nguyen. Hugh Wen. Annie Nuntarush. Abimbola Ogunbowale. Mary Ohanessian. Jesu Tonfomi Ojo. Brian Douglas Oliver. Adriana Sofia Ortiz. Calvin Unsi. Daniel Pacini. Pablo Pardo. Jason Park. Mrinali Patel. Shajina Patel. Shivam Patel. Alina Paul. Miguel Perez. Oceana Pfeiffer, coded by her cousin Tammy Espinoza, Farm D, class of 1999. Ni Pham. Tang Pham. An Phan. Alexandra Pilat. Vanessa Pontarelli. Ivan Poon. Emily Pranscavages. Moninid Ratanik. Mariam Rida. Linares Rivera Rivera. Christian Roman. Adriana Paola Romero Jimenez. Joshua Rosario Rivera. Joseph Rosenthal. Grace Elizabeth Runke. Aaron Rue. Zainab Saftari. Priya Saini. Malik Samir Salem. Monica Schmidt. Katie Sebastian. Diana Serrano. Maria Shalabi. Amira Monir Shihada. Morgan Elizabeth Seeloff. Bianca Stacknick. Stephanie Suarez. Peyton Swartzmiller. Chachada Techa Amnuevet. Sidra Tahir. Lauren Thompson. Aisata Deet Yatimbi Timbini. Ola Tuma. Kenny Tree Tran. Fatia Turkmani. Rita Uda. Michaela Farga. Yvette Venegas. Grace Verbeck. Kartikeya Rajiv Vyas. Taylor Witten. Jaleel Williams. Caroline Wojcik. Jessica Wojcik. Justina Wolan. Christine Wong. Sala Wu. Debo Young. Radine Urandi.
All right, well, congratulations again to the class of 2027. Let's give them another round of applause. I would now like to introduce to you all the two co-presidents for the Pharmacy Student Council to share some remarks. So first up is the Rockford co-president, Michaela Lang, class of 2025.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. As Josie stated, my name is Michaela Lang, and I am the current Pharmacy Student Council President for Rockford's campus. I just wanted to take a moment to congratulate all of you on this huge accomplishment. A mere 2 years ago, I was sitting in the same exact seats you were. I was scared, nervous, and excited for what the future held. And I was still in shock that I was finally living out my aspirations that I made for myself in high school. I want you to take a deep breath and remember this moment. This is the start of something truly amazing. However, your journey to pharmacy school should not be forgotten. Each one of you has a unique journey to this exact moment. I ask you to reflect on that journey. That journey was filled with sacrifices and adversity. However, you overcame all of them. I am proud of every single one of you for your sacrifices, your dedication, and your ability to adapt to new situations. We all might not have similar journeys to this very moment, but they are all still very beautiful. I want you to take a moment and reflect on those that have supported you through this journey, whether it's your family, your friends, or your partners. They have supported you unconditionally through this process and will continue to support you during the next 4 years. With this being said, your journey has led you to a new beginning. As you put on your white coat today, you're starting your career as a student pharmacist. You will be surrounded by your future colleagues, but it will also be some of your best friends. They will be there to support you during the good times and the challenging times. They will be there to help you to study or just being a listening ear. Class of 2027, you're about to embark on the most challenging yet rewarding journey. I'm excited to see how each one of you will flourish and grow as individuals and professionals. Congratulations once again, and welcome to UIC's College of Pharmacy family. I would like to now turn it over to Gabo in Chicago. He's the Chicago Pharmacy Student Council president.
Thank you. So, thank you, Mickey. Congratulations again, students. Now, students with your white coats, I want to welcome all of you to the UIC family. Y felicidades a mis puertorriqueños, que sé que hay varios por ahí. First, I want to, all in this room, thank to everyone in this room and watching us online, and thank you for your time and decision to be part of the UIC College of Pharmacy. As said, my name is Gabriela Acevedo Hernandez. I am your Pharmacy Student Council President at the Chicago campus. I, along with Rockford President Mickey Long, are more than excited for this upcoming year, excited to discover new opportunities and reach new goals. I want to, all the students, please take a look to your sides and acknowledge everyone surrounding you. Everyone of you wearing a white coat today needs to be proud and grateful for where you are standing right now and what you're being part of. The opportunity to be starting a journey such as a doctorate might sound common for a lot of people, amazing to others, or even irrelevant, but I'm here to assure you that this is just the beginning of a new chapter in all of our lives. Some faces might be familiar to you right now, and others unknown, but that's the fun of this. The stranger by your side might be your salvation during times of struggle. Regardless of this, I want to encourage you all to always be respectful to your partners, classmates, instructors, and everyone part of your daily life as a future pharmacist. Remember that we all have different cultures, social backgrounds, and other differences, but we are all here to be heard and respected. During this intense time, when you might feel like vulnerable, stressed, and definitely anxious, this time will put your life into constant changes, to the point that you might feel lost. But I'm here to let you know that you are not alone. You have us, the current students, and you all have each other. Everyone in the school already, every student in the school, has been through the road that you're about to take off. And we're here to serve as mentors and share your experiences to make this feasible. All of you are about to be a new family. You will be sharing a lot of experiences. You might never see some faces again. And some of you might even discover that this is not your journey, and that's okay. One of the most important lessons I have learned in these past 2 years is that we all are here on our own journey. Your experiences won't be the same as the person standing next to you. Some of you might need more time. Some of you might be sure of what your purpose will be in the school. And like me 2 years ago, some of you might be sitting there thinking, what am I doing here? And having no clue about what your next step will be. But look at me, third-year student, president of such an important organization, and still have no clear path of what my final goal will be as a pharmacist. With this, I just want you to encourage all of you to be open-minded in this career. Never say never. Every experience will help you form your character and develop the future professional you will be. Just take advantage of the time, because I can tell you that it'll fly through, and tomorrow it might be late. To conclude, welcome all of you UIC College of Pharmacy class of 2027. Wish you all the peace and the luck in the world. Thank you. So I will ask for the class of 2027 to please stand. We will now recite the Pledge of Professionalism together. Please refer to the front screen where you can see the pledge and read it along with me. I would also like to open an invitation to everyone here, any active pharmacist or active students in the school to stand up and recite the pledge as well. As a student of pharmacy, I believe that there is a need to build and reinforce a professional identity founded on integrity, ethical behavior, and honor. This development, a vital process in my education, will help ensure that I am true to the professional relationship I establish between myself and society as I become a member of the pharmacy community. Integrity must be an essential part of everyday life, and I must practice pharmacy with honesty and commitment to service. To accomplish this goal of professional development, I, as a student of pharmacy, should develop a sense of loyalty and duty to the profession of pharmacy by being a builder of community, one able and willing to contribute to the well-being of others, and one who enthusiastically accepts the responsibility and accountability for membership in the profession. Foster professional competency through the lifelong learning. I must strive for high ideals, teamwork, and unity within the profession in order to provide optimal patient care. Support my colleagues by actively encouraging personal commitment to the oath of memory and a code of ethics as set forth by the profession. Incorporate into my life and practice dedication to excellence. This will require an ongoing reassessment of personal and professional values. Maintain the highest ideal and professional attributes to ensure and facilitate the covenantal relationship required of the pharmaceutical caregiver. The profession of pharmacy is one that demands adherence to a set of rigid ethical standards. These high ideals are necessary to ensure the quality of care extended to the patients I serve. As a student of pharmacy, I believe this does not start with graduation. Rather, it begins with my membership in this professional colleague community. Therefore, I must strive to uphold these standards as I advance toward full membership in the profession of pharmacy.
Good afternoon, Rockford. Yay. Good afternoon, Chicago. Hi, everyone. My name is Tom Tenhove, and I'm the Associate Dean for Student Affairs, often known as the Dean of Students for the College of Pharmacy. It's my great pleasure to be here today to welcome you into being a student of pharmacy. I would also like to thank Jewel Osco Albertsons, as well as Christy Bruneman, who's over there. Christy, please stand. Christy is the manager of pharmacy recruiting. We really appreciate Jewel Osco's continued support and friends like Christy. I would also like to thank our alumni coders for their participation in today's ceremony. Their presence reminds us of the great legacy left behind by our wonderful alums. I'd also like to thank our great IT team. They put together a wonderful program for us online and in here, in this room, and in Rockford. So thanks to the IT team. And Kenny's looking at me like, wait a minute, that was not in the script. Most people like to think of commencement as a time when students graduate and move on in life to that next phase. But the word commencement actually means a new beginning or a start. As such, I like to think of the white coat ceremony as a commencement ceremony because it does symbolize the beginning of a journey to becoming a pharmacist. You had to compete against each other for a spot to begin this journey, and you've proven that you deserve to be here in the class of 2027. So rest assured, there will be enough spots for all of you at graduation. So stop competing against each other. The only real competition you have is yourself. Yeah, absolutely yourself. Thank you for joining us today to celebrate this commencement of our new students, and we look forward to celebrating another commencement with you again at their graduation in 4 years. Congratulations, class of 2027.